start to doubt my value in the friendship. I think particularly amongst girls, it's so easy to compare yourself as well to other girls when you're in a group environment. I don't know, I haven't quite unpicked why that is, but I guess it's all down to patriarchy and capitalism. Hello everyone, my name is Alessia Southerberry and today we're going to be talking about how to hang out with friends if you are an anxious, introverted, awkward person. We live in a very kind of like extroverted orientated world, so I've got your back. So I'm going to be giving you some tips on what to do with friends if you're an awkward, introverted, anxious person and you don't know how to hang out with them. And when you do hang out with them, it's not that you don't love them, it's just that you don't love the environment, the situation, how you're feeling inside, even though you love them. Yeah, I'm actually really proud of these tips, so yeah, especially the last one actually. Let's get into it. My first tip, I think, is recycled from another video of mine, but it's to find a comfortable environment to hang out with your friends in. I feel like there are some unsaid rules that we feel like we have to abide by when we grow up, when we're adults. We feel like we have to spend money and hang out in certain spaces when it's really open and you can choose, and you should choose an environment that makes you feel safe and comfortable and that isn't intense. Maybe you find sitting opposite someone in a coffee shop way too of an intense experience, way too full on. I much prefer to go on a walk, you know, where you can kind of break the eye contact, you can look at nature. Nature also just has a calming effect on us all. So yeah, pick the right environment. So I've got some examples. You could have a movie night and you could watch a movie that you've seen loads, so both of you, so you can just talk over it. So the movie's just kind of there for background noise and to make things a little less intense. You can cook together, you can draw together. This is something I really want to do. It's funny how these kind of meetups, when we get older and we become adults, are kind of orientated around spending money, like going to coffee shops and restaurants, when I find some of the best activities are free or really, really cheap. For me anyway. I feel like we also feel like every meetup has to be a life update where this has happened to me, this has happened to me, this is how my work's going. It's very like formulaic. Often I find with my friends that we just tend to talk about ideas and our like political perspectives, and that's so much more exciting than giving a life update. That's really exhausting and draining, and I think a good friendship is one that leaves you feeling energized whenever you interact with them. I feel like a lot of us need to get this idea out of our heads that every meetup is a life update, and also you don't need to go for coffee or dinner ever again if you don't want to. There are no rules. Okay, so my second tip, sorry that took so long to cover. Avoid group situations if you find yourself being less authentic and more self-conscious. I have this so much. I have groups in which I love everyone in it and I feel safe with everyone, but a group dynamic just doesn't feel safe for me. That's when I get my most insecure thoughts and I start to doubt my value in the friendship. I think particularly amongst girls, it's so easy to compare yourself as well to other girls when you're in a group environment. I don't know, I haven't quite unpicked why that is, but I guess it's all down to patriarchy and capitalism. So I've just decided, because I can and because I've got great friends that are understanding and that care about me, that I am not going to go to group meetups as often as maybe they're organised. If they're true friends, they will just want you to feel comfortable and happy and have a genuine conversation with you. And if that requires it just being one-on-one, then great, and they should respect that. And if they don't, then maybe you should question the friendship. Maybe in time, as I kind of like learn more about my insecurities and heal, I will feel more confident in group situations. It just brings me back to like that kind of left out feeling or weird feeling that I had at school. Okay, my second to last tip, money. Money. I hate money. I feel like capitalism is the root of all evil, but that's another video. But money can creep into every situation in life and make life so much more difficult. And I do find with friendships at the moment, for me, especially if you're in your like early 20s, everyone's like economic situation varies quite a lot, I find anyway. If you have a genuine real connection, you won't need money or things or to be busy and stimulated to enjoy the interaction with them. I think the best friends are the ones that you can literally just sit spending hours chatting about everything with. So if you are insecure about money and things are tight. Don't hold it in and don't avoid hanging out with people. Just be honest. So just text them if you don't want to tell them in person, because it can be awkward. Just be like, look, I don't have a lot of money at the moment. I really want to see you. You're one of my closest friends. So if we do have some free time this week, I'd love to hang out, but can we do something like a walk? Or yeah, just be open and honest. No good friend will judge you for your money situation. And as I've said already, and I'll say it again, some of the best activities are free or really cheap. Walking in nature, reading a book, drawing, painting, chatting. Okay, my last tip. Just want to also make it clear that my videos are never me coming from like a higher up place being like, you should do this, and it's coming from like, I'm talking to you like a friend and I'm giving you advice that I kind of need to listen and hear too. I'm not above you in any way. I was just filming some little clips for my YouTube video, and a huge deer just ran right past me. It was literally just there. I thought I saw some huge number twos, some huge poo-poos earlier, and I was like, what animal did that? So if you are a bit of an introvert, or you just have been feeling really anxious but you do feel like you need some social interaction, suggest to do something with your friend that is kind of separate, but do it together. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, kind of do your own thing together. I think it's so beautiful when friends can kind of go inwards when in the presence of each other, when they can do their inwards work, like journaling, meditating, exercising together. That unspoken connection that doesn't require talking about life is really, really special. So if you have a friend that you can do that with, or you think would want to do that, it's the most energizing thing ever. By the way, my notes are here, which is why I'm kind of facing this way. And also, this angle, this side is not a look. I'll give you a quick glimpse. A couple of videos ago, I talked about silence not being a bad thing. That's something you need to remind yourself of. It's so easy. I think I did it today where there was a silent moment. I was like, deep breath. Silence does not mean the friendship is lacking. It means you're comfortable. It means you're both having time to really process the conversation, the situation, so you can continue having a really authentic, genuine, interesting conversation. The breaks are needed. Okay, I wrote this down in my notes and it's making me laugh. I don't know if you'll find this creepy, but I wrote down, I love the idea of napping together on a Sunday afternoon. I mean, I do. I think that's so nice, the idea of napping next to each other. So yeah, if social interactions usually exhaust you, this can be super energizing, and you can also get that kind of like little dose of social interaction, that company. I don't know if I am an introvert, but I can imagine it's so overwhelming being an introvert, because it's part of our human nature to crave human interaction and togetherness. But if you're an introvert in this world where we have to go out and be really loud and sociable and chatty and clubbing, it must be so hard. Sometimes it's just nice to be in the presence of another human being. You don't need to be doing anything crazy or chatting each other's ear off. Isn't it beautiful if we just exist together? I hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. I have got sweaty legs. Okay, thank you so much.